What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Litecoin today. It is the 14th day of December. Here we are at about $79 with 6 hours and 48 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get into it, my friends. Here we are. We're moving down a little bit. We're moving down a little bit today. We're down 2.6%, and that's probably because Bitcoin's moving down as well. I am expecting a move up, a very abrupt move up that'll probably take us back above 91, probably even above 92K here over the next 24 hours. As we have seen, that is what my expectation is. This one's a little bit different. I want to go over, this is very pertinent to Litecoin, okay? Because what Bitcoin does will likely influence what Litecoin does. And I think that Bitcoin moving down right now is impacting Litecoin's price. Therefore, I think when Bitcoin moves up, I think it'll impact Litecoin's price, okay? Just understand what kind of environment we're in here, okay? Way back here, way back here, when we had our first BART down and then BART up, people became suspicious of the BART stuff. Then it became a real meme, like throughout all of this. By this point here, everybody and their mother, anybody who's brand new to crypto to brand old in crypto, whatever, everybody's been aware of these BART patterns. So I think every single person in crypto is, maybe not every person, but a lot of people were probably expecting the price to move up because that's what it's done every time. You know, here, when people started to catch on to these BART patterns, the same thing happened. People were expecting it to move up, and it did. But first we moved lower. We actually saw a lower low before moving up there, right? Now we're doing things people, I think, are expecting that we will recover. Right, so even in the midst of this dump, they're like, "Oh, we will recover. That's fine." But now we're doing something different. Now here, it's not recovering. We're still consolidating. We're kind of looking bleak here, as if we want to go down. That is what tells me we're about to rally, because left and right, every single time that we take out a high, as soon as we get that higher high, we move down. Every time we take out a low, as soon as we get that lower low, we move up. As soon as we get that lower low, we move up. Right? That's just how it's been. Right? You break down below these levels, that's the perfect area to buy. You get above these levels in the highs, it's the perfect area to sell. You get above these areas in the highs, it's the perfect area to sell. Here we are breaking below. A lot of people are probably going short right now, or probably maxing their positions to the short side. I'm kind of curious. And if that's happening for Bitcoin, it's probably happening for Litecoin too, which means people have their pants around their ankles and they're not prepared for the price to go up, which makes it the most likely outcome that the price will go up. Does that make sense? Yes, more shorts than longs. $1.2 billion in shorts on the weekend. Yeah, that's a good amount of volume. We could still move down a little bit lower, but I think that there's some pressure to the upside that will likely send us higher in a very short amount of time. I mean, there are a ton of shorts piled on, you guys. All the way up to that 96K level. Certainly up to this 92K level. Bitcoin will likely from here not break down. It will likely move up. Therefore, Litecoin, I think is going to move up as well. We look at the 1 hour time frame here, and now we don't need to do any TA. It's all about Bitcoin, so we'll just leave there. No, Litecoin here on the 1 hour time frame, we are oversold. We have been in a downtrend, and at the moment we are rejecting the oversold zone twice in a row. That's pretty epic to the bearish effect. Thank God it's only on the 1 hour time frame. This isn't like your weekly time frame. That'd be terrible. Litecoin would be dead. But on the 1 hour time frame, okay, maybe we're moving down a little bit, but we're probably near the end of this this drive down. There is some bullish momentum building. I shouldn't say it. Sorry. There's some bullish divergence on the MACD technically. At the moment, right now, a little bit of divergence. You probably need some time before that divergence really forms up and then plays out. So maybe sometime tomorrow we could be moving up. You know, maybe by this time tomorrow we'd be moving up higher. If we look at the stochastics, I'm bearish. The RSI, I'm bearish. And the MACD, even with that bullish divergence, I'm still bearish here. 4 hour time frame here. Is it even bullish divergence, actually? It's technically not even bullish divergence because we don't have a lower low. So never mind, it's not even bullish. But the one potentially good thing isn't even actually there. 4 hour time frame, looking at this, we are bouncing off the oversold zone. 2 hours, 44 minutes left. We were bouncing off of it. Now it looks like we're actually going to go probably deeper into it, and that's fine if we do. Getting below these lows, yeah, I think this is just a fake out. I think we've broken out of this range. This is a fake out, short-lived. We will come back up with a vengeance in a very short amount of time. It's like here, right? You broke below your low, short-lived, came back up with a vengeance. That's probably what's going to happen. Litecoin on Coinbase, where there's some volume. Not a whole lot of volume on this drop, guys. I mean, here when you're dropping, when you're pushing down, you're getting volume that's pushing you lower. Whenever the volume dies off, you're at your low points and then you recover. Your volume isn't even here to help you push down. I mean, you're probably going to reverse to the upside in no time at all. It's the weekend. I don't trust this price action one bit. 4-hour MACD, technically bearish, but also the price action choppy and sideways, so less reliable indicator. Choppy and sideways makes the stochastics, the RSI, and the MACD less reliable. With that being said, I would think that we're at areas to bounce on all of these. The MACD is the only one that to me looks actually bad, like really bad, like makes me want to think that we go lower. The RSI and the stochastics are telling me we're either at the lows or very near the lows. Maybe we go a little bit lower, but probably we don't go below these lows here. Okay. I think that we're in fake out territory. We know we're in fake out territory because I'm expecting that we're at the low or near the low. If we're at the low or near the low, but we've only just broken out of these low structures where we found support over here, if we're at a low point here, then that's likely a fake out. And fake outs typically, go like this was a fake out to the downside. Typically, if you have a fake out, you rip back the other direction, right? Here, you broke above this high. This is a fake out to the upside. You rip back the other direction. That's what happens there. You even had a bull trap here, a little fake out there of your downtrend right here, right? A little bull trap and then shot back down. I would think that we will see over the next 24 to 48 hours, we should see Litecoin back above 82, maybe even above 83 bucks, or well beyond that. Daily time frame here, looking at this right now. Either that or I'm reading it wrong and we're about to plummet. Either that or I'm reading it wrong and maybe Bitcoin is about to go down to these lows. Or no, sorry, not these lows. These lows here from, I got it all confused. From November 21st goes down there. Maybe we even see a slightly lower low. That could be what we're doing now. I'm not getting that personally. That's not the vibe that I'm getting, but it could happen. And if that happens, likely Litecoin would go lower as well. But we zoom out here, we look at the weekly time frame and where Litecoin is. It makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, just going off of this trend that we've had since June of 2022. It makes a lot more sense that we're at an area to find support rather than an area to plummet to our death. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. Especially, man, just look, we're pushing lower week after week, decreasing in volume week after week. Like it's pathetic volume. It's low volume. The last time that we were at low levels of volume like this, we're at the high. We moved up. We reversed, right? Whenever we were moving down here, we had low levels of volume. We moved down. We reversed. Whenever we moved up here, we had a lot of volume. Volume went away, right? We had no volume at all. Actually, a lot of volume came back here, to be completely fair. That might not be the best example, but still we reversed, right? A lot of volume here, selling. A lot of volume in the red there, selling as we go lower. As we get down to this low, there's no volume at all, so we reversed. No volume at all. I think we're going to reverse. That's all I'm trying to say. Really, I think we're in this I can't draw a straight line, this ginormous ascending channel, this accumulation phase. We're at the base of it. The best times to buy have always been down here, at least over the past few years now. Likely we're going to rip to the upside here pretty soon. That's my expectation. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button. And when I say likely we rip soon, that doesn't mean today, that doesn't mean tomorrow. It could, but we probably don't see prices above these highs for Litecoin until January, probably. We probably don't get to new all-time highs for Litecoin until, at the earliest, maybe late January, but probably February or even March till we're above our all-time highs. It could be later. Maybe this move that we're expecting, maybe it does stop at the all-time highs. We consolidate and then we rally later. But I would expect that prices above these highs doesn't come in at least until January, maybe even late January. And so it can happen at any moment. It can happen at any moment, but that's my thoughts. I don't have anything else. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to look at the daily time frame because I think we skipped over the indicators. But other than that, I'm basically done. We look at this here. I like the MACD. Typically, when you see this where you've got this bullish divergence and you still haven't made your move yet, but you've got the bullish momentum building, typically that does result in a nice little give to the upside, right? Typically, not always, but typically. Let's see if we can find an example like this here, right? You had your bullish, your bearish momentum's dying off, bullish divergence building. You've got momentum building. You're not doing anything yet, right? And then what'd you do? You had a nice move up. It's like a 2-week move that took you from $85 all the way up to $120. Like that's nice, right? In 2 weeks from now, could we be at 120? Sure, but that doesn't mean that we're above these highs, right? That's all I'm trying to say. We're probably not getting above these highs until January. Stochastics make me a little bit bearish here, but you have found support right at this area. You've actually found support right at this level before several times. Right there, a little bit above it right there, resistance right there, support right there. I mean, it's unorthodox, but for Litecoin, it seems as though it's actually a pretty common thing to find support here. Normally, with the look of the stochastics like this, I would be bearish, but for Litecoin, not bearish. And the RSI, we are transitioning. Fierce downtrend into a somewhat of a consolidation sideways triangle. We're probably going to break out and go into an uptrend here pretty soon as well. But that's over the weeks ahead, all right? Over the short term, we could go down. Be open-minded to it. Don't panic sell. Buy the dip, if anything. I doubt we go below this low. And even if we do, the amount of time spent below this low, the amount of price spent below this low will be very minimalistic at best. And we will likely recover in a very short amount of time. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? Bye-bye.